السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. النهاردة أول حلقة معانا في الانترفيو فور تيتشرز، وهنبدأ بأول سؤال وأسئلة بسيطة جدا. What's your name, age, location؟ طبعا my name is كذا، I'm كذا years old, I live in كذا. السؤال التاني when did you graduate؟ هتقول I graduated in وهتحط السنة بتاعة التخرج. السؤال التالت بيقول what was your accumulative grade؟ فطبعا هتديله التقدير بتاعك very good, excellent, good، انت وتقديرك. السؤال الرابع from which university؟ تقول مثلا say Cairo University. When did you start working؟ فتقول I started on وتحط يوم شهر سنة. السؤال السادس What was your first school؟ Which grade did you teach؟ فتقول I started working at وتكتب اسم المدرسة أو تقول اسم المدرسة. I taught the second and the fifth grade. انت بقى وطبعا الجريدز اللي انت درستها. Number 7 بيقول have you taught any British or American curriculums before? Name them. فتقول yes, I've already taught many. For example, I taught Jump Aboard, Way Ahead, English Zone, Wonders, Macmillan, etc. Okay? طيب السؤال الثامن which accent do you master, British or American? And why? فتقول I master British accent because I like British movies, songs and pronunciation. ولو انت بتتكلم American هتنفس الكلام. طيب السؤال التاسع how long have you been teaching English؟ هتقول I've been teaching English for 15 years أو 7 years أو for انت وسنين الاكسبيرينس بتاعك. سؤال رقم 12 do you love teaching English and why؟ طبعا تقول yes of course. I love it so much because it helps students to identify new cultures and use the well-known language. سؤال رقم 11 What were the difficulties you've ever faced and how could you overcome them؟ هترد تقول frankly I've met many difficulties in teaching but I mentioned some of them. At first I couldn't speak English very well, so I used a pronouncing dictionary, watching English movies, and practiced speaking a lot. سؤال رقم 12 بيقول What was the greatest achievement you've ever accomplished in your teaching experience؟ هترد عليه بتقول I think traveling and working abroad and getting some English courses in teaching. سؤال 13 What are the main points you take into consideration when you plan a new lesson؟ هترد عليه تقول له students levels, attitudes, time division, putting clear specific aims, and putting a suitable assessment. سؤال 14 What are the kinds of learners؟ auditory, visual, kinesthetic. سؤال 15 How could you divide your learners inside the classroom؟ هتقول individuals, pair work, group work. What methods of teaching do you use? Communicative approach, audiolingual, total physical response. How can you arouse your students' enthusiasm? By using different activities according to 3 types of learners. احنا ذكرناهم قبل كده. تمام؟ Also praising good students and creating a competitive environment very helpful. سؤال 18 How can you deal with shy students؟ هتقول to involve them in free practice activities and praise their work. So accept their errors at first and not to correct immediately or let their classmates do. To put at least one of those students in each group. السؤال الأخير النهاردة معانا بيقول how can you deal with a talkative student؟ هترد تقول له to isolate these students away of the nearest students he talks to them and involves him in reading and speaking activities and also share and morning broadcast. لحد هنا النهارده احنا فنشنا 19 سؤال. ان شاء الله البارت اللي جاي هنتكلم وهيبقى الكلام اكتر داخل جوه تركيبه طرق التدريس اللي بيسأل فيها اي حد رايح يعمل انترفيو، فبيسأله في تكات معينه كده ان شاء الله هنتكلم فيها بالتفصيل، ونتمنى للجميع التوفيق ان شاء الله، ونشوفكم على خير في بارت جديد. مع السلامه.